Hi class, this is Mrs. Wood, and today's lesson is about how to write a professional email. Many of you are already using email, and you'll be using a lot while we're in distance learning. And so today we're going to learn about how to write an email that's really grown up and respectful and helps you communicate what it is that you need help for. There are 3 words you should know before we start this lesson. You'll hear me say them a lot. The first one is the word reply. This means to write an answer to someone's question in an email. So if you write to someone, they reply. If someone writes to you, you reply. The next word is the word professional. This means that you sound intelligent and respectful, like being a student is your job and you're writing almost to a boss, and you want to sound serious and you want to sound intelligent so that they will listen and read and respond. And then the last word is the word quickly. This just means fast. So I have 3 questions for you. Do you want your teachers to reply to your emails? So when you email to them, do you want them to reply back? Do you want to sound like a professional student? Do you want to get help through email quickly? If you want those things, then read the directions and examples in this lesson, and then send Mrs. Wood an email for practice. I will reply to you, and it will be part of a grade in this class. Now, first, what parts do you need to have in an email? Maybe you feel like you've been writing them correctly, but you're possibly forgetting something and you didn't even realize it. First, in blue, you need to have who the email is to. I'm writing one to Lamia Murphy. That's where you type the email address, and it will automatically change it to the person's name. Next, in purple, you need to have why you are writing, and keep that short. This line underneath where you type the email is called the subject line. That only needs to be 2 or 3 words. In orange, the next part is say hello. Spell the name correctly and capitalize the name. So I'm writing hi, Mrs. Murphy, and a comma. I might also say hello, Mrs. Murphy, and a comma. Remember, you're writing to a teacher. This is not a friend. So we don't write what's up. We don't write hey, bro. We want to sound professional and respectful. The next part in red, you're going to write what the problem is and what you tried to do to fix the problem. This one says, I do not know how to start the 6th period assignment. I opened the assignment in Schoology, but I am confused. Then in green, the next part, write what you want the teacher to do to help you. Here's what you could say. Can you help me? How do I open the Google Doc? And then lastly, it's important to say thank you or to say goodbye. We're going to look at some examples now and talk about what's incorrect in them. So that way you make sure you don't have those mistakes when you send emails to your teachers. So look at this example right here. I'm hovering my mouse over it. I have who it's going to, so I typed out that email and it changed it to a name. And then here in the subject line, I have Mrs. Wood, I need help in 6th period. I do not know what to do for the Schoology assignment. And then here I didn't write anything. So think, what is wrong with this email? The picture below is what it looks like when I receive it. And then if you're in our class, you're going to be ready to share. But if you're doing this on your own, then you can click to the next slide. Keep watching the video. This is what it looks like when I receive it. I get this in my subject line, and I get nothing down here. So what do you think is incorrect about this? This email is incorrect because the student put the email message in the subject line. The student should have written a shorter subject line. Then the student should have written the problem in the space below the subject line. So this part right here that I'm waving my mouse over, Mrs. Wood, I need help in 6th period. I do not know what to do for the Schoology assignment, should go down here. And then maybe in the subject line, the student could write something like help in 6th period or the word Schoology. It does not need to be the whole message in the subject line. I see this a lot. Let's look at another example. What is incorrect about this email? I have who it's to. I have a subject line. And then here's the email. I need Zoom links for class. What do you think is wrong with this email? What other information could the student write in the email? Well, this email is incorrect because the student didn't say hello. It doesn't say who it's to. It should say, "Hi, Mrs. Wood." The student should say more in the subject line, perhaps about the problem. Help in Schoology, help for Zoom links. And the student should write more about what he needs. He wrote, "I need Zoom links for class, but I don't know what class that's for, which class he's in. Did he try to look for them in Schoology and didn't find them? Did he go on the Marshall website and didn't find them?" Knowing what you've already tried to do to solve the problem will help your teachers a lot when they reply to you. Let's look at one more example. What is incorrect about this email? I have who it's to. I have my subject line, Zoom links for 5th period. And I need help with Zoom links. What should I do? THX. I think that means thanks. What do you think is wrong with this email? What could make it look more professional? So remember that word professional. That means intelligent and respectful, and like you took the time to check it before you hit send. Well, this email is incorrect because the student didn't capitalize the letter I, and the student also didn't capitalize the first letter of the sentence. I think the student also should spell out thanks, THANKS, not THX for thanks. Because remember, your emails are not text messages, and you're not writing them to friends, you're writing them to your adult teachers. Okay, so going back to this, remember, this is what it should look like now that you've seen some incorrect examples. Who the email is to, a subject line that explains in 2 or 3 words what the problem is, say hello to the person you're writing to, explain what the problem is, what you try to do to fix it, what you want the teacher to do to help you, and then say thank you or goodbye. You can come back to this slide. It's in our Schoology folder anytime you need to see what your email should have when you're writing any of your teachers, not just to me. Here are directions now. You're going to open your Gmail, click on Compose, and write an email to me, mwood@osd.wednet.edu. Write about a problem you have, or just copy this example below, right here. It's just for practice, so when I see this, I'll know that you were just writing a practice email, but we all need to have the practice. And then click send. This is for a grade, and I will email a reply that I received it. If you've not sent an email before, you're going to go to our OSD portal, and up here on the top left-hand side, where all of our links are, you'll click on this red M. That will take you to your Gmail. And over here on the top left, you'll click on the word compose. Compose means to write. And that'll open a new email for you. So you can write mwood. Start it. It should finish the email address for you. Type in your subject line. Write hi to Mrs. Wood. And then write the body of the email. And then write thank you and click on your send button. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or email me. Thank you, guys.